Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. And I wanted to send you. I've had many questions about how the rehab's going, and I thought I would answer both of them. And so I just wanted to let you know that things are going very well, and it's never going as fast as you want it, and but it is progressing every day, and I think I'm getting stronger and more endurance every week. There's a few times that you get pretty tired and you get worn out and you get a little weary, and but I have a great not a great grandson, but a great grandson that keeps me going on top of others that keep me going as well. But I've had some people ask about the podcast that I had. Is called A Stroke of Good Misfortunes, and I kind of took a break from that for a little while. Some of you know that I had a issue with my shoulder, and I went in. My right shoulder is what they call a frozen shoulder from being still for so long, and so we had to do a procedure on the shoulder. And sometimes when they do that procedure, they go in there and accidentally break it. And so that's what happened to me about, let's see, it's August 31st was the procedure. I immediately went into rehab. It was outpatient type deal, but they, not knowing that it was broken, had me doing rehab every day and therapy every day for 2 weeks. So um, not knowing it was broken, every day I went in, I basically re-broke it because I kept, doing the therapy of lifting my arm up, and the therapist, bless her heart, uh, not her fault at all, but it was so painful. And so I went back a couple weeks later after that therapy, and I said, "Doctor, my arm is actually killing me. Um, what's the problem?" He said, "Well, let's X-ray it." And so we X-rayed it 2 weeks after the fact, and it was actually broken. So I was basically going in every day and re-breaking this shoulder while I was in therapy. So we stopped doing therapy for about 2 to 3 weeks and let that heal. And so I was able to start therapy again. And let's see, that would have been about the middle of October. And so now we are here at the middle of the end of November. So things are going well. We're back to the normal therapy, and that's getting better. I mean, the goal is to get this thing as high as I can get this left one, and we'll get there with the help of Megan and her team. The rehab hospital that I go to, or clinic that I go to. She's helping tremendously. But I wanted to get back onto this podcast about A Stroke of Good Misfortune. And I have had some really cool people come on to be a guest of that podcast, and we're gonna get this going again in January. So I'm gonna have guests, which are therapists, people that may have had a stroke, people that maybe a neurologist. My neurologist said he would be glad to come on. So we're going to ask him a lot of questions on things about strokes and how to prevent them, how to deal with them after. I would love to have this lady that I found online. Her name is Dr. Tara, and she is a physical therapist and doctor down in Florida that I have found that I have gotten so much information from her and different exercises. And man, I would love, it would be an honor to have her on the show one of these days. But if you're looking for a great place to get some information online in regards to therapy, go to let's see, I'll put the link to the um, YouTube channel on the description below, but it's Rehab Hospital or Rehab HQ is the channel, Rehab HQ. And my goodness, she has like 5 6 years of just video after video of how to work certain things. You can join her club and pay $30 a month to have copies of and videos of all these exercises. So I have gotten a lot of great tips from her, along with my therapist, Megan and Rachel and Shay and everybody that has worked on me, Mandy, Liz. I mean, I hate to even list anybody because I'm gonna leave somebody out, and they have all had such a great impact on my progress. So, but I plan on having all of those guys or gals on this podcast. And if you know of anybody that has been through a stroke, or maybe uh, works with people that has had a stroke, we would love to talk with them about being a guest on this podcast. So, anyway, I hate that I have been I disappeared from that podcast for about 4 5 6 months maybe, and but now we're going to get it going again in January. So look forward to seeing different uh, recordings and people that we get to interview about why they do what they do, and give some tips. And obviously they're not going to give medical advice or anything like that. They're just going to tell us their story and why they do what they do, and what made them get into that field, and things to look for, and just any helpful information that they can give. We're going to ask that they share that. So anyway, sorry the video went along a little long. So I wish you the best during the holiday season, and may you have a Merry Christmas, and hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And boy, I have a lot to be thankful for. Just to be alive, number one, and number two, I was in bed. My entire right side was shut down, and it was shut down for a long time. And we are slowly getting back to um, where I want to be. I'm certainly not anywhere close to where I want to be, because I want to coach my grandson's baseball team, and so I got to got to get better. So we got a lot of ground to cover. But the main thing is that we do it every day. And this lady down in Florida, she said, ideally you want to work on, if I'm talking about OT stuff, we want to work on an hour on your shoulder, an hour on your elbow, an hour on your wrist, and a hand. And like, man, I just don't have 3 hours a day to do this. So we don't do 3 hours a day. I go, an hour every other day. And then I do exercises at home. And I'm going to start posting some of the exercises that I do, that maybe you guys will get that maybe we can share, and maybe it'll help somebody. So anyway, that's it for now, and I look forward to having all of my guests on here. Liz and Mandy, just special people. Megan, I've been working with them for over a year now, and so they have become part of my family. So I appreciate all that they have done. So anyway, look forward to meeting them on this podcast. All right, that's it for now, and we'll talk with you soon. Take care. Bye bye.